This month, I've done, I think it was 51K in GMV.
What would be your best advice to someone who's looking to get in, just on the edge?
It sounds weird, but it's definitely been the easiest way that I've seen to make like a crazy amount of money. This is definitely a gold rush, I would say.
All right, what is up, Devin? So like I said, I kind of just wanted to hop on this call because your story is very good, and I kind of wanted to just get this story out here for a lot of people. I know a lot of people are kind of like thinking about starting TikTok shop or maybe have started, just not seeing the results they want. And I thought that your story would be a good one to share, just because, I mean, we'll talk about exactly why, but kind of just wanted to get straight into it, not waste any time here. So just like, give me some overview, like name, where you're from, how old you are, and just kind of your experience of what got you to kind of this place.
Yeah, bro, for sure. So my name's Devin. I'm 23 and I'm from Dallas, Texas. I've grown up here my whole life, and yeah, pretty much just my story with TikTok Shop. In January this year, I just decided I was like, dude, I need to do something. I need to lock in because I'm not trying to work a job. I feel like a lot of people are having those feelings nowadays. So, and I just knew that there was, possibilities or multiple different ways that I could make more money than what I'm making at my job right now. And
Hmm.
so I knew I wanted to do something online. I was kind of deciding between like UGC stuff and TikTok shop. In the past, over the past few years, I've done like high ticket sales. I've been like an appointment setter. I've done like drop shipping. I've tried to start a SMMA agency and
Hmm.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like if you name it, I've pretty much tried to do all that stuff. I feel like that's a pretty universal thing that a lot of people go
Hmm.
through. But it sounds kind of basic, but like you really just need to stick to one thing and like eventually something's gonna pop. And for me personally, right now it's TikTok Shop. So
Hmm.
um, it's definitely been like it sounds weird, but it's definitely been the easiest way that I've seen to make like a crazy amount of money. And I really haven't even done nothing insane yet, but it's definitely like this is definitely a gold rush, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, I preach this all the time, but like when I say, I know people don't believe it, but like TikTok shop is definitely the lowest barrier to entry of any business model because like there's no upfront capital for the most part. I mean, you're not risking money because it's all commission based and you're not like spending 10K on inventory as well. Because like a thing that most people don't know is that with TikTok shop, you don't have your own inventory. Like you're working on commission with other products. So you're basically promoting other products and they just give you commission in return. So like you said that you were doing all these other business models. I know you said it was just like look like the easiest way, but what kind of made you stick with TikTok Shop? Because there's probably a point where you decided like I kind of want to go all in on this.
Yeah, so basically, um, what's it called? So the months before 2025 started, I was training to run a marathon. And this sounds like a kind of crazy story, but this is just my story. But I was training to run a marathon and I was like super, super locked in and like everything was dialed, but I still wasn't making money. And then so I run the marathon and I finish it. And after the marathon, I was like, well, I just completed this crazy physical feat, but I don't have any like I have physical success, but I don't have any financial success. And so
Hmm.
like I just did this really cool thing, but like I still can't travel the world. I can't like, if my car breaks down, I can't pay for it or anything like that. And so I just kind of had this realization. I was like, damn, dude, I got to do something, like anything. I just wanted to try to make money online, but to really like give it a good try this time. Because as I said, I had tried to start like an SMMA or a social media marketing agency and like drop shipping, all that stuff.
Hmm.
And I had just honestly, I just quit. Like I wasn't mentally prepared to like go all in on something and just stick with it, even when it sucks. And this time I was just in like I was in like kill mode. I don't know what it was, but I like locked in. I like cut off all my friends, which you don't need to do that if you want to start TikTok shop. Like it's very low barrier to entry, but I like cut everyone off and I like stopped going to work as much. I was like, dude, I'm gonna make this work. I don't care what it takes. And I like spent a bunch of money on like coaches and courses and stuff like that. I was like, I don't care what it costs, I don't care what it takes, but I'm gonna find a way to make it work. And so one day I came across Viralics. I'm pretty sure it was Josh. I think I came across Josh's TikTok
Hmm.
and I had been wanting to start live streaming, but I was so scared to start because I knew that live streams were a very good way to make money, but I had no clue where to start, like not even the slightest clue. And I felt like it would have been a waste of time for me to just go on a live and have no idea what I'm doing and just sit there. And so I really wanted to have somebody coach me for like live streaming. And then I was like, dude, screw it. And I you know, signed up for Viralics and literally within like a month and a half, well, the first month joining Viralics, I pretty much doubled my first month's income from just videos. So month by month, I've only been doing this for 3 months. Month by month, first month I made like $750. Second month I made 2.2K. And then that's when I started live streaming a little bit. And then third month is when I was doing videos and lives, and
Mhm.
I've just made 6.1K this
Wow,
month.
tripled it in 1 month.
So yeah, I had a few videos pop off and I got a lot better at live streaming. And so
Hmm.
definitely a
How much in
crazy.
revenue or GMV was that roughly?
This month I've done I think it was 51K in GMV.
Wow.
But in total, I think I'm at like 70 or like maybe 75 or something like that.
Hmm. That's crazy. Like tripling in every
Yeah.
move. That was gonna be my next question is like how did you even come across like TikTok Shop? Because I know a lot of people find it different places and stuff like that.
And I had known a little bit about what TikTok Shop was, probably like a little bit before 2025, but I never really paid it any attention. I was like, dude, posting videos, like, I don't want to do that. Like,
Hmm.
I would have never, if you'd have told me last year that I'd be posting TikTok Shop videos of myself, like talking to a camera and going live and promoting products, I would have said you're crazy. Because like before this, I had never talked to a camera. Never done anything like that. So this is
Hmm.
all new.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, did you have any content experience prior? Because I know a lot of people think like if I'm not good at content, I haven't posted on social media, like I can't do this.
Yeah, that was like my biggest barrier when I was first starting. I was like, dude, I'm gonna sound so stupid when I first start, but no, I didn't have any content experience pretty much. The most content experience I had was back in like 2022, I had a fitness page on TikTok and I grew it to like 3K followers, but I never like talked to a camera. I never used any words. It was literally just videos of me like flexing after the gym. And so that's pretty much the extent of my content experience. I'd never talked to a camera. I had no tonality. I didn't even know what tonality was. Like simple stuff that I just had to like learn on the go. But yeah, dude, I just
Mhm.
tried to pick it up as fast as possible.
Yeah, that's crazy because so many people like never, I'd say over half of the people that do TikTok shop have never touched a camera before. And it's pretty crazy how fast you like just kind of adapt to it. And kind of my
Yeah.
next question was like, what was your mindset around posting? Like, did it feel awkward or like cringe at first, or kind of how was that when you've never started?
Dude, I'm like the most like I used to care so much about like what other people were gonna think about
Hmm.
me. And that's probably like the biggest thing that was gonna stop me from starting. And so like me personally, like I just couldn't I knew that like if all my friends found out about it, like I was never gonna hear the end of it. And so now I don't care if they find out, but I went through and I just like blocked everybody that I know. I just like blocked all my friends on my shop account. And so I mean they know that I do TikTok shop, but like they can't see my account or anything like that. So I don't really care. I mean, I'd be fine unblocking them now. But yeah, dude, when I first started, I was like, oh my gosh, am I really about to post this? Like taking these stupid videos and yeah, it's something that I feel like everybody has to go through. Like when you start, you're gonna suck. It's gonna be bad, but you just have to, you literally, it's like a rite of passage. You have to post those bad videos to eventually get to like the good viral ones, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And then you were talking about how you invested in like a lot of coaching and stuff for TikTok shop. Could you like expand on that a little bit and then how you ended up, like what made you decide to kind of join us as well?
Yeah, for sure. So I had started, which he was the first course that I like invested into. And then after that, I was like, okay, this is cool. This is like a really cool community. I don't regret investing in any of the coaches or communities that I've joined, but the first one was, and that's a really cool community. But what I realized is like, okay, this is cool, like this is helpful, but I really want one-on-one help. Like I really want somebody to just tell me like what to do and how to do it and post at these times and like all these things. And then I found another guy who's another like really famous like TikTok shop guy. And I don't know if I should say his name, but I'll just keep it ambiguous for now. But
Hmm.
what's it called? So yeah, I paid for his course and he has like one-on-one coaching and he 100% definitely helped me like get over my fear of posting and like he just basically told me to adopt the mindset of like, bro, drop your ego, don't care whatsoever and just start posting. Like it doesn't matter. Nothing really, like just start posting. And so videos definitely got locked in or started for sure from him. But then after that, I knew that I wanted to make more money with live streams because I knew that I could do live streams, but I just had no idea where to start. And so that's pretty much where I found Josh and came across Viralics, and I was like, okay, these guys seem legit.
Hmm. And how long exactly have you been in now? I was trying to know the exact number.
I joined April 5th, I think. I have it written down on my whiteboard over there, but I'm pretty sure I joined April 5th, I
So it's
think.
about, yeah, it's about just under 2 months so far. And then how was the first month compared to the second month, I guess?
Yeah, so the first month, what's it called? Josh was trying to help me find a product to start live streaming with because that's like I remember I think I told you and Josh like the main thing I want to start is to get good at live streams. And I didn't have a product in, and so all I had was like these Young LA shorts or something like
Yeah, I
that, and
remember that. Yeah.
they were really cheap with free shipping. And he was like, "Oh yeah, dude, this is fire!" And I hop on a live on my phone, and it's I've got like probably 10 viewers the whole time, like maybe maxing out at 20 or something like that.
Hmm.
Um, what's it called? After like a week of that, he told me to order these headphones. And dude, these headphones right here, these right here, those are what got me out the trenches. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, dude, those headphones literally like I think my first stream with the headphones, I sold 14. And I was like, oh, okay, this is like 14 was monumental back then. I was like, oh, this is really good. And then second stream, I don't know what it was. My account just like exploded. And I think I had like 500 viewers in my stream and I sold like 176 headphones or something like that. And then second, like um, the day after I went live again and I sold like 217 headphones in like a single like 4 hour stream or something like that. And I was like, dude, this is insane. Because the weeks before that, um, I think the most money I'd made in a single day from just videos was like $85 or something like
Hmm.
that. And I kept telling myself like, dude, that $100 day, it's right around the corner. Like I know it's close. And then I went straight from $85 to like $230 from just that live stream with the headphones. And then the next day I made like 300 and I was like, yo, dude, this is crazy.
That's when you realize like this is real for sure. I can really do it. And what was like the turning point for you? Like, what point do you really think you realize like this is like real? Like, I can actually possibly do this full time and make like serious money on this, like other people do.
Yeah, the turning point was probably pretty recently. It was probably this month. Just because like I had I think I had three videos pop off like crazy. I posted two videos this month. One of them's at like 1.7 million views right now. The other one's at like 1.4 or something like that.
Wow.
Then I've got like five or six other videos that are anywhere between like 400K to like 900K.
Hmm.
And so I had a bunch of videos pop off with the headphones, and I just progressively got better and better at live streaming. And so now I'm like fairly confident with my live streaming abilities. And so I just stayed consistent and pushed. And yeah, dude, that was probably the turning point because I was waking up, I was going to bed every night checking it, and it was like 200, 250, 300, 330, 175, like hundreds of
Hmm.
dollars a day. And I was like, yo, dude, this is
Yeah.
awesome.
It's a crazy feeling because like when you realize like you think about it like I made this money from like the phone that I hold and like go on Instagram with and it's like it's when you get that first taste of online money, especially like multiple hundreds in a day. Like you know, like I tell people, you never want to go just work like only a normal job anymore. It's like addicting the feeling of it for sure.
For
Um,
sure.
I guess like going into some like other things, what was like the hardest part mentally out like for you in terms of because I mean you've done other online businesses, but like in terms of people that are struggling with like getting sales on TikTok Shop or online business, like what was the hardest part mentally and how did you go about like overcoming that?
Yeah, the hardest part for me mentally was definitely just like getting over myself and not caring about what other people thought. Because I just remember, like, I can't stress this enough. I used to care so much about like
Mhm.
what other people thought about me, and like, dude, if people, I used to think like, dude, if people find this account, like, I'm done for. Like, people are gonna call me crazy and think I'm cringe and all that stuff. Now I don't care. I'll post whatever now. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care. But yeah, dude, definitely just getting over myself and not not quitting. That's another big thing because all the other businesses that I had tried to start with online money, the second it would get hard, I would just quit. Like I
Hmm.
just didn't have that mental, I don't know what to call it, but just that mental part of me to be like, okay, when stuff gets hard, that's not when you quit, that's when you go harder, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And how important do you think it is getting one-on-one guidance instead of just being put in like a huge community, like actually getting one-on-one guidance, having group calls, having a community of other people to kind of like talk with and just having like an entire Discord of resources, stuff like that. Like talk about how I guess how that how important you feel that is in terms of having success in TikTok Shop.
Yeah, dude. I think it's huge, honestly. Like joining a community is cool because you can talk to other people and you can get advice from other people, but at some point, like there's going to be a bunch of people who are really, really good, and then there's going to be like thousands of people who are all like not that good and they're like brand new. And so sometimes it's kind of like the blind leading the blind. And so it's always just way better to get like that one-on-one help from somebody who knows exactly what they're doing, which is exactly what I knew that I wanted. But to know that I wanted to have one-on-one help, I had to buy a course and be like, okay, well, this is cool, but now I need one-on-one help. And
Hmm.
so,
Yeah,
yeah,
100%.
one-on-one help is it's the way to go for sure.
And you said you've been in a lot of other coaching and stuff. I guess what part of this, like, what part of this program do you think specifically like stood out to you, or like was the part that really would help you the most?
I think the part that definitely helped me the most was, as we were just saying, the one-on-one aspect, but also it's just like a very tight-knit community. Like, we don't let like anybody and everybody in here, but if you want to be in here, you gotta want to work. And it's not like, you guys aren't like crazy down our necks or anything like that, but yeah, dude, I like the tight-knit community in here and definitely the one-on-one help. That's definitely what I like the most. But the thing that drew me to y'all was definitely just like seeing your personal brand account and like Josh posting his results and stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, this guy's making crazy money from TikTok Shop. Like I need to know what he knows.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, in terms of like the close-knit community, like I've always been someone that believed in one-on-one help. And I believe that if you spend like top dollar, you should get some type of one-on-one help as well. And I also believe that there's a lot of like mentors that'll be like they'll tell you what you want to hear, but at the end of the day, like that's not gonna help. Like you need to be put in your place. Like if you're not posting enough, like if someone's not posting, I'll text them or I'll be like, yo, like well, you just had like a viral video. Like, why aren't you posting? I know we were talking about this earlier, but like if you have a hot streak, like you need to have someone on you who's like telling you what to do. If your video's not good, we're gonna tell you. Like just kind of how that is. But I do think, like I said, having one-on-one help as well as a smaller community is 100% the best way to do it. But so I guess in terms like going from here, you've had your biggest month ever. What's kind of what's the goal for next month or for the next 3 to 6 months down the line with TikTok Shop?
Yeah, so for sure, the next month, my goal is definitely going to be 10K, just because I mean,
Hmm.
I was decently close. I was only 4K off, and I actually have it written down like in this little notebook that I have right here. This was like in February. I wrote down I wanted to have my first 10K month by September 17th, which is just my birthday this year.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's looking like if things keep going the way that they're going, I might hit that a lot quicker than September. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's the goal for that. And then long-term goals, honestly, number one long-term goal is definitely going to be just moving out of my hometown. I'm still in my hometown right now, so I want to get out there and be on my own. I love my friends here. I love my family here, obviously, but I think it'd be cool to go out and be on my own and stuff like that. And then
Mhm.
other than that, travel the world, buy a motorcycle. It's typical 23-year-old stuff, bro.
Yeah, but I mean the great thing is that you can like I mean you can do this from anywhere. Like people always say that, but like it's on your phone. Like for the most part, I mean as long as you're doing this in a country with TikTok Shop, like you can really do this from anywhere. And in terms of like results, like for you, the most important part is going to be scaling, posting more videos, kind of replicating the stuff that already works. Because with TikTok Shop, once you find a system or a product that's working, you just basically replicate it. Like for you, it'd be posting more videos with the product that was working and going live for longer or picking different products. Like it's a very scalable business as well. Very low upfront capital. And once you figure out what's working, you just double down on that. And that's really how you can scale up to those 10, 15, 20K months and even from there. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was great. I mean, in general, but like before we hop off, I was just kind of curious, like, um, if someone's watching this and they're a little bit hesitant, like to start TikTok shop, even maybe come to this program, whatever it is, what would be your best advice to someone who's looking to get in, just on the edge and kind of something to kind of get them over that edge, I guess, in terms of TikTok shop and even maybe joining here?
Something that I told myself when I was thinking about investing all this money into like TikTok shop coaching and stuff was like, okay, zoom out for a second. Like when I'm on my deathbed, like am I gonna regret spending money to get coaching for something that could potentially change the trajectory of like my life? And so I don't know. That's just the way that I thought about it. I was like, dude, in the grand scheme of things, like money comes and goes. If you truly, truly believe that you can change your life from posting videos on your phone, like you've seen other people do it, you know it's possible. You just need to know what they know. Like it's simply just you lack the information, you lack what they know. And so, to me, it's just like money comes and goes. If you believe in yourself, if you think that you can do it, why not take that risk? Because at the end of the day, the money's always going to come back, no matter what it is. You can just get another job, it is what it is. But yeah, if you're on the edge, if you're on the fence, I like to go all in. I'm like a go all in kind of guy. So, burn the boats, as they say.
Yeah, 100%. Well, yeah, that was great, Devin. Really appreciate talking to you. Really good story for sure. And looking to forward, see what you can do in the next few months. 100% could hit 10K next month. Like I said, it's a very scalable business. But yeah, thank you for hopping on this call. And we'll see you back in either texting or Discord. But I appreciate your time.
For sure, bro.
All right,
Appreciate
have a
you.
good one.
See you, bro.